Kiss me, baby.
Welcome, everybody. I don't remember what episode number it is, but this is the last of season 3, and we're all here, except for minor few. Not major
Minors?
few.
They're dead.
They were underage and we became adults.
Yeah, Peter's dead. Peter died.
I fuck Peter's corpse.
So now I can eventually save up money to move in the middle of nowhere and masturbate in public.
Do you guys think that Hillary Clinton still produces breast milk?
Somebody tell that granny to blow me.
Who did you fuck?
What was that age?
Guys, we're 3 minutes in, already talking about dick. Sorry, I'm putting my shirt back on so I can't touch my titties anymore.
Oh, use your yeasty pussy to make alcohol.
Hello all.
Start over then.
Hello all and welcome.
Blake,
Carter.
silence for a minute.
Welcome back to the CopperCast podcast. We're here with Carter, Josue, Parker, Ethan, and yours truly, Dallen.
Ethan, don't finish that, bitch.
Ethan is an alcoholic. Josue is an alcoholic.
Ethan?
Parker is a former alcoholic. Carter is still living with his parents, as am I, but I'm in a significantly better situation because at least I'm getting laid.
I like how
I'm getting laid? What are you talking about, Dallen? I'm getting laid probably more than you. You were surprised the amount of times I came in Avery.
Josue, it's because I'm comparing me and Carter. We both still live with our parents, but I'm at least getting
Even
laid.
when I was living with my fucking dad, I was getting more pussy than both you combined.
I like how this insinuates that I'm also not living with my parents when I very much
Or had any pussy, for that matter.
Hey, that's very hurtful, okay?
You are a good man.
Feelings are
Okay, granted,
exploding.
I've been going through the same pussy for like 4.5 years. So.
Still good?
Have you taught her to the pilot driver?
The pilot driver?
Corkscrew yet?
Pilot.
Helicopter?
Has she taught you the secondary circumcision?
No, I taught her the torpedo from Skate 3.
Have you told
Can we
her how to-
start again?
Have you told
Can we
her
start
that-
again?
I thought my intro was pretty solid, to be honest.
Oh, okay, it was good. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, anyway, so I was trying to get into this topic way before when everybody was rambling gibberish. But what happened is I had this dream quite a while ago, and it pertained to Josue as the primary villain in this certain instance. It was a nightmare. It was an awful
Villain
dream.
or hero?
Anyway, so what happened is I woke up in the middle of the night in my dream, and I believe the context was like way before, like in my brain made it up or something, and the situation was he was sleeping over at my house for some reason, and then in the middle of the night Josue decided to wake me up just saying, Carter, hey Carter, I got a shit. And then what happened is in my dream, he moved his hand up to me and like brushed my hand to like wake me up. And what happened is it felt wet. And I'm like, oh no, what is this? What is this? And then what happened after that is he gets up and he's like, where's your bathroom, Carter? And I'm like get up to try and help him. Like he's an old homeless person, like dying of dysentery or some shit. And I like walk him over to the door, and since there's a stairwell, for some reason Josue starts going up the stairwell to try and go to the other bathroom that's in the area where it's up the stairs. And I'm trying to follow him up. But in that moment, Josue unleashes a fury of brown. And I feel it.
I'm gonna brown.
And I can smell it too. In my dream, it was so vivid. I had a dream where Josue shat all over me, and it was so awful in my dream that I went into my shower in my dream, and I took a shower to try and wash it off, and it didn't come off, and I still smelled like Josue.
It was stained onto your skin like Kratos'
And then I
family's
woke up,
ashes.
and I woke up, and I was traumatized, and then I sent like audio clips to Josue talking about it, and he laughed so hard because honestly, it doesn't seem too far off because it felt real.
Seemed too far off. All right, fuck you.
It seemed real. I feel like you would shit on me if you were like just.
I've already pissed on Avery.
Damn. Okay.
It's me, my brother.
No, she tried pissing on me in the shower, and I
can
showed the
send in-
superiority of being a man and having a hose, and yeah, I dominated that conflict.
Okay. Anyway, I can have the audio clips sent in here.
Do you still have them
some point.
saved?
Yeah, I still do.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I can look for them and record them and send them in here.
Right, it was really realistic, because in my dream, I woke up from my bed, the moment, like, in the same spot that I did last night. And for some reason in my brain, we were having a sleepover, for some reason, and you were in my room, and you're like, Carter, I gotta shit. And then, like, I was, like, not waking up, because, like, I liked sleeping, and I didn't care what you were saying. And then you, like, put your hand on my hand, and it was, like, wet. But it was dark, so I couldn't see anything. And I'm like, yo, dude, why is your hand wet? And then you're like, I gotta shit, bro. Like, it's coming out. And then we're like, we both, like, hurried to get out of my door. And then as me and you were walking up the stairs to get to the toilet for some reason, even though there's a toilet, like, right to the left of my bed, my bedroom, you went up the stairs first, and I followed you, and then you shit yourself, and it sprayed on me in the dream. And then I went into the bathroom and took a shower to get it all off. Oh my gosh, it was so realistic. I did not like it at all. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? Just walk up. Did my pants just fall out when I decided to spray dirt, mud, poop all over you? Dude, walking up the stairs, it just happened to have that much velocity, had that much force to go through my pants and just coat you in it. And why would I touch your hand why would I grab your hand with a shit-covered hand, dude? That's just way too fucking romantic. Bro, that sounds like the most terrifying dream. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a dream, it's gonna be all the boys fucking spreading diarrhea on you. Carter, are you sure you're not just imagining me as some sort of, like, fart porn fetish and diarrhea all over you? I bet you were, like, rubbing it on your skin. So you're just fucking dry heaving gagging in your dream, or what? It's gonna get worse, Carter. It's only gonna get worse. The dream's just gonna get more advanced, and the shit's gonna feel more real.
My dear Lord Allah will grant me freedom.
I guess that's a good
passage.
start topic. If anybody has anything else to add to that.
We could do an update on everyone's lives. Since
yeah, me and Ethan now live
Like
together.
how I started with that instead of
Okay.
not like a
Hello.
not like a freaking down.
No, yeah, me and Ethan now live together. And the reason he lives here with me now is because his parents went through a divorce, and my brother couldn't keep up with rent, so I kicked him out for being a useless, autistic son of a meat sandwich. And he's impregnated an obese woman that's over 300 pounds, and he's living in a place rent free with a bunch of crackheads. I wish the best to him, but like at the same time, I'd rather take Ethan, honestly, because he doesn't have a fat bitch nagging at you for stuff that you ask him to do, and they ask, and then I don't even want to get into that, but like Ethan's living with me now.
Yeah, I've heard the whole situation.
Ethan's living with me now to replace.
I was playing No Man's Sky with you, and you just told me the whole situation. It was fun.
No, dude, my Wi-Fi, the price went up $10 because one of their fucking homeless friends that lived in like Job Corps, where the fuck, pirated a movie, and we got in trouble for it.
Got you in trouble for someone else doing that?
Yeah.
He was homeless.
Even though we kicked them off of the fucking Wi-Fi completely, we still got our price increased by $10 because of it, even though it wasn't.
Wait, did they?
And you know what's crazy is the fat bitch that my brother dates heard them talking about it and decided to do nothing about it. You only pirate a fucking movie when you have a VPN. When you have a VPN, that's when you do it. Ethan was there too, and we were drunk.
Yeah, it was like 2 a.m.
I have my VPN on all the time, so.
No, just go to Opera GX, dude. That's it. VPN automatically.
Today, not an official sponsor, but guys, if you want to try Opera GX.
Did you guys see what Eric Andre did recently with the Opera GX?
He did something with, oh yeah, I saw it. I remember.
Yeah,
it scared me.
It did freak me out.
That was like 2 months ago, wasn't it?
That was a fat minute ago. Like probably 3 months, 4 months.
There was
It
Eric Andre
was in December.
I've been jobless in the meantime, so time
Yeah.
has not been the same.
That's fair.
Yeah, there was a startup.
I don't even know how you keep up with time.
And he had
I
like
can't.
an axe
I
and it was
have
like
a YouTube channel.
coming at you and screaming. And it scared a lot of people, and they didn't like it for some reason. I liked it though; it was funny.
If we're given like just general
Well, I'm getting it out on
updates-
the anniversary.
So that was a fucking lie. Zeno, why are you so damn lazy?
Depression.
Then throw that fucking shirt away already. God damn.
I survived a near-death experience in this shirt. It is my lucky t-shirt. I have period stains on a pair of joggers that I wear with this
I'm
t-shirt.
gonna grab
for the
that hole
ultimate
and
luck.
pull it as
Okay.
hard as I can.
Wait,
do
what
you have-
happened? If you don't like mind saying.
I think the blood stains have finally washed out. But this scar on my elbow, I was wearing this shirt. Okay.
Wow.
Tiny scar.
Do you guys know where Spencer's house is?
I do.
I was riding a scooter in the road by his house, like the heavily trafficked one that leads to Smith's.
Give him a
Biffed
ration
it,
card?
right? Dead in the road, and I slid across the entire road, like chest first, elbows in front of me like this. I went,
Ow.
so now, this is my lucky shirt.
Fair
It
enough.
used to have blood stains from the shoulder down to the chest, because when it skidded, like my shirt was like all the way down here catching on it as it went up.
Oh yeah, watch out. There's cords.
I'm not sober.
That's fine.
Like I said in the
I'm still
intro,
drinking.
we got 2 alcoholics with us nowadays and a recovered one.
Recover. There's no such thing as
Does
recover.
recovered even matter if I never was an alcoholic to begin with?
No.
No, yeah, that's the thing, dude. Alcoholism is like where you get rid of all your responsibilities. You can drink as much as you want, but if you get rid of your responsibilities, then you're alcoholic, dude. That's the
I can
difference.
stop whenever I want.
Literally what I was thinking too.
Nah, I can work a fucking 8-hour shift job, fucking 7 days of the week, and be completely fine.
Look,
and
just because you're a
responsible.
functioning alcoholic does not mean you're not an alcoholic.
That is fair.
Addictions exist regardless of your productive
I can
activity.
stop any
It's
of my
what your
addictive
poison is.
vices.
Everybody has their poison. Furry porn, being gay.
Why
I
did you
mean,
point
everybody
at me?
has their poison.
Why did you point at me saying that?
Yeah, why did you out Ethan that way, man? 'Cause that's
No, I
kinda
pointed
messed
at
up.
Carter.
Made
Ethan
him
Johnson.
upset.
He's
He
gonna kill
left.
himself in the bathroom now. Oh great.
Made him upset.
He's gonna hang
Straight.
himself.
Don't
a la
apologize.
Epstein.
I apologize by spreading.
Oh yeah,
my
that
butt.
came out. That's funny.
Gurren Lagann is my favorite show, by the way.
I need to rewatch that. I
It's so
watched
good.
it years and years
What
ago.
show?
Gurren Lagann, dude, it's an anime.
Never heard of it.
It's
It's an old show.
I've been really into Armored Core lately, so I need to watch Gurren Lagann so I can make the ultimate.
Gurren was the
fighter.
first, like, one of my first favorite shows that actually made me fucking cry. Because it was just so.
Well, you're
It's a very
crying to
odd
giant.
show.
It was so. It
Galaxy
was so
Next
awful
Fighting
in the end, dude. I don't want to spoil it, but it was just like awful, dude.
Wait, the ending was bad or like sad ending?
It was just a sad ending, but I
Okay.
guess it was still considered good
Okay.
in a certain mindset.
I don't know.
I don't want to spoil it unless none of you
Uranium
care.
ore is worth more than
Spoiler
gold.
warning. Okay, do any of you care
I'm
about
about
I
to
probably
now.
would.
I would
Sold
like to see it
that
because I'm
deep.
new back.
And I got that
Okay,
book.
okay.
Yeah,
You
don't
gotta
spoil
watch
it.
it then, dude. I'm having Avery watch it right now, and she really digs it.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
should
it
bring her
before.
out for
I
the
just haven't been- It's been a
podcast.
long time.
I like the girl
Bring out
that
your
has
your
the
non-trad
gold
trad life.
She doesn't have a lot to talk about other than having a friend that has a very shitty relationship, and her husband doesn't even want to have sex with her, and I don't even know why she stays in that
Speaking of
relationship.
terrible relationships, gentlemen.
Oh boy. Ethan with
Oh,
another
that's right. You have
banger.
an update.
It's not me.
Every
my
time, I
relationship's
swear to God, every time Ethan breaks up, I'm there for it.
great. I've never been happier.
I'm there for it. Every time. Ethan, has there been one time where I've not been there for a breakup?
Ethan, what were you gonna
Preschool.
say?
Shay.
Okay,
You
that's
hated
good.
me. You hated me when I was dating Shay.
Yeah, because I told you, like, the thing is, I told you that she'd be good. I think she seemed like she'd be good at first. But then at the same time, you stopped hanging with the boys. Like, dude, you know, I'm not going to fuck with a like that. So, I just did it.
Then we're gonna have to cut that.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks,
why did
Jose.
you drop the N word, bruh?
No, I did a soft R. Soft.
There's a soft R. Yes, 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 of course.
What does that mean?
It means
It
it's
means
French.
enough.
Yeah, it's French.
It's like how fucking... No, it's like how Spanish just say the color of black. Negro. Negro. Like negro.
Negro.
Like, it's almost
That's
like
another
negro.
cut.
Nah, no,
Negro.
no.
Might as well just drop the whole word.
The only difference is the rolled R.
This whole section has got to get cut.
Anyway, what do you guys think of
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking being on the funny list? What do you guys think about that?
As soon
Smart
as
women.
he touches Jeffrey
think-
Epstein's island, he's gonna be running.
Okay.
I think personally, he can do whatever the fuck he wants with any midget he wants.
As long as he's not a child. As long as
That's not a midget, it's a child, Parker!
okay.
am taking things at face value and you can't stop me!
There is no face value with
Hold on. As someone who has read the initial like 950-page document, I
Jesus,
think it's actually like
Ethan, calm down.
948. it didn't actually mention any of that stuff. What it was actually mentioned involving Stephen Hawking, it was an
email.
Yeah, it was an email between Ghislaine and
Maxwell
Epstein, I
and
think.
else, yeah.
And he was basically saying, put forward a reward for anybody who's willing to come out, like any friends, family, or acquaintances who are willing to testify against this person in regards to the Clinton dinner or something about the Stephen Hawking minor orgy or something like that.
Oh yeah, it was odd.
Or child orgy, something like that. And it's like, damn.
Drink
that's
some
fucked
alcohol,
up.
don't you?
I'm driving.
The current political climate of the U.S. is a little worse.
It's funny because it's been so long
like
since we
thinking
did a
about it.
last episode that the list is now out.
The list is out. The court case.
How many people made
my
jokes
cock
about
is
it,
erect.
Dude, this is a wild New Year. Someone jumps at a judge, someone impregnates a minor,
It's only been 13 days.
Yeah, no, it's
Dude, I don't understand.
Is it the 13th?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the 13th? Wait.
In 3 days, CopperCast turns 5, by the way.
Yo!
No, it's the 15th, isn't it?
No, it's 13th.
Oh, it is. Fuck.
So yeah, that's I don't like that in my head. I don't like the fact that it was 5 years.
It's okay, Connor.
Yeah.
You're in your 20s now. You were a nice teenage boy when you made this.
You can get
first
pussy.
time.
You can get pussy now.
And now you're.
Cap.
You didn't.
Carter,
didn't
you can
stay
buy
in college.
alcohol. You can become an alcoholic.
Carter,
like
Carter, get that gay dating app called Grinder, right? It's what it's called, Grinder.
Yeah, get Grindr.
Get Grinder, dude.
Why is your shirt inside
You'll
out?
find enough.
Oh, because I took it off and didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Carter, you should start smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, start smoking.
Hey, you want to see my pack of ciggies, boys?
No, not really.
Ethan, you
You
want
need
to
to
smoke
stop
one right
smoking
now?
these ciggies. He starts making Bobby.
Starts making out with Bobby.
They smoke through the rest of the show, right? Like,
Don't smoke that like a
throughout the rest of the
European.
entire show,
Give
they
me the
smoke
hell.
on and off. Yeah.
You want to smoke one, Ethan, right now?
Bobby or
Right
Dale?
here in front of
Hey.
everybody?
No, he doesn't smoke.
Carter,
Only
are you
Dale
gonna
does, or
Carter, are you
Vice
gonna
versa.
light up with Ethan?
I swear to
This way?
God, like,
I'm not going
they
to. I
have
don't like
episodes
it.
or
Yeah.
Hanks that
Really.
smokes. Every once
What,
in
do
a
you
while.
vape, Dallin?
No.
Do you masturbate?
They passed me one of them.
Who doesn't?
Same
Cancer
difference.
sticks
It's an
so
addiction.
Hey man, I just don't like inhaling substances.
You inhale cum.
That's different.
That's different.
Why is
That
this?
tastes good.
Why is it wet?
Because Ethan had his fat, wet, and... Oh, okay.
Nutsack.
Lip. I almost said something really bad.
Say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Ethan nailed a
Oh,
cigarette.
dude.
I'm sorry.
What licked? Oh my god.
You gotta bleep that
That
twice
one's
'cause you
hard
asked.
R.
You
Yeah, that
fucking...
one no soft R.
That
This
one
way.
Wait, no, don't add in the...
Value.
Don't specify that I didn't say it. Fuck, I said hard R. Fucking no point in bleeping it at that point, fuck
Josue,
nerd.
how many times have you said it already in this podcast?
3.
You counted?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Did he? That's it?
You heard twice and you said the soft R once.
Holy shit, I expected so much more.
Yeah, you
Was
did.
that uncensored? Did I accidentally uncensor it?
What?
No, he's talking about the whole podcast
The
in
whole
general.
podcast.
In
Oh,
general, yeah, no.
You've censored every single instance of it, but it's been a few. I have not counted.
Okay.
It's
well,
probably been less than 20.
I just know that tonight it's happened at least 3.
I gotta look back and. Yeah, use that as a censor to censor it.
Um,
Do it.
yeah, Brapcast, baby.
If I get a
Yes,
fart
let's
that's
go.
juicy enough, I'll do it too.
Oh,
Whoa, baby.
Are you eating a Chips Ahoy?
he's eating a chip.
Yeah.
so-
You know that the fucking original brand for Chips Ahoy were enslaving back in the 1950s?
Another cut, gentlemen. Number 4.
Number 4. Josue gets racist again.
It's a fact! Chips Ahoy!
What does this do?
Because the chips were
Do not
and they
listen
went
to
ahoy
Funny
all over to America.
That's number 5, everybody.
What do you want?
You know that.
Kiss me in my mouth.
If we're just sharing general,
Thank you.
if we're sharing like general
Yes, my
updates,
child.
general updates, I guess I got stuff because the last time we recorded this, it was the day before my 21st birthday, and it is.
Damn,
I am now
buddy.
22 and 4 months old, so there's been some time that has passed. In that time, I have not done much. I quit my job, but I've also somehow summoned.
Fuck Walmart.
Indeed. I've somehow summoned, like,
We all worked
I've
at
amassed a group of
Except for
little
Dad.
children together
I'm better
and
than you because
have
of it.
started a somewhat proper
No,
YouTube
I
channel.
only worked like Ethan. You're gonna make me spill this.
And over the
I work
last
full-time.
Did make
year-ish
you spill
of
it.
time, I have gathered up a considerable number of subscribers, and I'm going to use them all to my advantage to take over the city of Detroit.
Come over every
Why
Friday
Detroit?
for Parker
Of all of
streams.
the
Because
places.
it needs fixing.
I don't think you can fix.
You're gonna try to
You
stop
can
people
fix
from...
Detroit.
Hey,
You just have to
Parker's
reverse
got
all
good
of this-
content.
you
He
have to
spreads
reverse the
his
70 years
personality
of
like a
economic
gaping
downturn it's
prostate.
had. It's fine.
I bet Josue has some thoughts on how to fix Detroit.
Do you even want me to say it?
No.
No.
No
No.
more. No more.
I'm baiting
No more.
it.
Enforced brutality. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I think that's pretty
Brutality
mild.
against who?
Yeah. Against what specific kind of?
Guys,
Everyone,
stop enabling
no,
him.
no. Let me just say
Stop
this. No,
enabling him.
this is not going to specify any one group. Whoever is breaking into local businesses to rob them just to screw over their own kind.
I mean,
Criminals.
their own kind. Their own
Criminals.
kind.
Humans.
Criminals.
Humans.
People who commit
Okay.
crimes for the
That's
betterment of
respectable. That's a
criminals.
respectable
Yeah.
answer. Dap me up, boy.
That wasn't a good dap.
Yeah, let's try that again, my boy.
No, you gotta scoop it. Oh, that was a dap. That was a dap.
I hope I got that.
Yeah, no, it's been kind of crazy
You
over the
smacked
last
the table.
couple of years because,
Yeah, so
not
you're
couple of years,
embarrassing.
year I guess. Because last year, there was a point in time where if you search Dark Souls 2 just on YouTube, my video would be the first one just right there. And currently, as we're recording this, if you search Armored Core, my recent video is the first one there. And that's something that I never thought would ever happen. But hey, I guess if I can leave my little rat-shaped stain on this world, I'd prefer to do it in the most autistic way possible, so there's that.
I tried streaming, but then I didn't have the willpower to actually care.
Streams are kind of tough to care about. I've been doing
These are real leggings.
bi-weekly streams. I've been doing 2 streams a week for the last 2 months or so. They're kind of rough to keep doing because
Especially when you're not getting as much viewers as you want. It's kind of like discouraging.
For me, I'm like a social streamer. I kind of stream when I have people to talk to in chat, and when there's no one there, it gets really tough for me to keep going and not
Yeah,
shift my
I'm the same way.
mindset back.
It's like, I'd rather do something else at this point.
Because otherwise, it's just like I want to have the VODs there for people to watch afterwards. But if the VOD is just me playing and completely silent, I don't know if that's like the most entertaining.
No.
And just the other day, yesterday, I was streaming Shadow Tower for PS1. That game has no music.
Why?
So if I was just silent, you would hear the occasional sound of a sword being swung and an enemy dying, and that's it. That's boring.
Dude, the YouTube algorithm is fucked. It's just YouTube clips, dude. I swear to God. Its shorts are the biggest thing nowadays.
And those shorts are
and I
huge.
think it's the
Another friend
gayest
of mine got his channel pretty big off of shorts. He makes pretty good content, but holy crap, just the difference between
It's
like...
just the brain dead shorts. There's no like
but
satisfaction out of that.
It's just the difference between growing a channel on shorts versus growing a channel on like long form. It's like crazy different.
Please lock that in.
Because he might have a lot of interactions for his niche, but like those interactions are very like come and go. Some people, like most of his views, stop by and they never come back. It's kind of crazy how that
Yeah.
works.
One-time viewers.
Yeah, one-time viewers.
You get like millions of views in this one vid, but then those views don't come back. It's
I mean, that's how it is with like long form. Like after
Hey, be
my
careful.
like big hit with Dark Souls 2, almost none of those guys came back for my next video afterwards.
Some people just really like that one niche. They think one channel should just stay one way so they can get that one craving out.
I mean, that's what I've circled into. Like I cover explicitly FromSoft now. Except for later this year, I'm making a video on.
That's
on
why I don't
Destiny.
think I could ever be a fucking streamer, honestly. Because I do too much variety. I would play random ass games.
That's my whole thing. Last year, I probably could have roped in a lot more YouTube like micro.
Wait, that is
thing.
mine.
But
When that got taken away?
from him.
Oh.
But I feel like I could have done it last year, and I was about to, but I wanted to do more variety.
What did you even hit?
So I ended the year off on a really great Subnautica video, and I was like, okay, no more variety.
I
We're
really
going to
like
go
that
into
one. That got me back into the game again.
yeah. I really like that video. I think that's like
I like your
the
sand.
the
I
pinnacle
like
of
your
what I made
sand
last year.
video a lot.
my what?
Your sand video.
Oh, sand. Yeah.
that was really good
That one
quality.
unfortunately doesn't get in views, but I like that one too.
Sand came out before our last recording, actually, so that's just gives you
It did, yeah. It was quite a while
range of how
ago.
long
You could sense the National Geographic level
of research that went into the
Research
the,
and
the,
respect.
the chronological history of sand, or the complete history, whatever it is. This comprehensive history of sand is a great video. You should watch it. It's a bad video. Don't ever watch my channel ever. If I catch you on my channel, I'll kill you with a big knife.
But didn't you say you'd pay people to watch it?
No, I said I'd pay you if you subscribed.
Oh, okay.
I'm not planning on doing that, by the way.
Make bot accounts, gentlemen.
I'm subscribed. Where's my money, Parker?
You know, Parker, with
I'm
enough
not
botted
paying
accounts, you think you go up enough in the algorithm they actually blow
Should I
up?
start an
In fact,
OnlyFans?
YouTube's algorithm is built against botting, by the way.
Finally?
No, it's been that way for a bit. Like, if you get
Staring
bot
into your
views,
soul.
the YouTube will kill it in the algorithm if it even suspects that it's botted. Which is unfortunate because if the video goes viral enough, the YouTube has to have send a human, like a person in there to make sure that it's not botted views. Because when things get botted views, like the minute it goes out, it gets like crazy amounts of views. And that happens to shorts a lot, where a short will get like a few thousand views instantly. And YouTube's like, oh, it must be getting botted, so it takes it completely off the algorithm and kills it.
I have
baby,
something to
drink,
talk
baby.
about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dylan.
I
Go
saw
ahead.
a video today, and it was very upsetting to me. Hi, Ethan. My
Was
dearest
it a death
Logan
video?
Paul with Prime. Logan Paul Prime.
This lady, she's renovating her house, right? And she's got like this big kitchen island. It's got like a nice, gorgeous, handmade copper sink, and like beautiful blue paint on the cabinetry and stuff, right? And she's like, I think this is ugly, so we're replacing the sink and getting a new porcelain one. It's like, okay, that's fine. Copper sinks are quite a bit of maintenance, whatever. And then she's like, well, the sink was taking a while, so I decided to repaint all. People were pissed in the comment section about this, and then I looked at the channel.
Yes.
She bought a new house, gorgeous house, and it's an expensive house. So,
his last.
and this is important for what I'm gonna say in a minute. Gorgeous house. She has plenty of money. Bought a house. Gorgeous house. Lots of color, lots of personality, like
Speaking
real
like
wood
Trump a little
floors,
bit.
beautiful backsplash in the kitchen, or backsplash. Not bad.
Yeah, that's a backsplash for tiling terms. Fuck Nard.
Yeah.
I did tiling for 2 years.
Fair enough. And like beautiful house, beautiful fireplace, all kinds of stuff. She takes all these beautiful aspects of this house and her entire recent
Tell me that again.
channel. It's just her going to these beautiful rooms in her house and just being like, I don't like this, so I'm gonna paint it white, black, gray, and beige.
Ew.
And it's like, it's like, I get it.
I know
It's
someone
your
doesn't like that
house.
color.
You can do what you want with it.
Dude, my house
But-
is just gonna look like a bunch of fucking
Well,
trees.
here's the thing. It's your house. You can do what you want. But
Right.
why did you buy this house in the first place?
True.
You clearly do not like the design of the house.
It'd probably
You
be cheaper
don't
just
like-
to build the house from scratch.
That's beside the point.
No,
you don't
no.
like
Okay,
like the
if you do
colors.
things yourself.
You don't like the colors and the personality of the house. Why did you buy the house? It's clearly not the right fit for you. If this is what you wanted in a house, there's a gajillion other houses on the market that have that exact same.
They
shit.
like the spot specifically for the scenic view.
Location is a huge factor in prices.
Yeah.
Okay, but regardless of price. It's the interior design aspect. It's like this. Every single house these days has the same shit.
Because she thinks she's special.
White, black, and beige interior. This house has so much beauty, so much color, so much personality. Why did you buy this house? You should have just left it for someone else to buy who can actually appreciate the house
Or
instead
rent
of
it
buying
out.
it and then just destroying all the beauty and personality in the
Okay,
house.
okay,
And
but-
it just upsets
Like
me.
one of
But
those
standardized
Lambo
housing is
Next
pretty
to the
common.
here and the
Well,
victims.
but it wasn't a standardized house. It was a house that had
Kiss
this
the
color and
baby.
personality already in it, and she just went, I don't like that, and just destroyed it all,
Woman.
and at a great expense.
Woman.
Okay, I have a story that
Free
brings up into
mail.
that. The
Woman.
first job I ever worked was at a wedding,
can't
a wedding
breathe.
venue. And they had two buildings. One
You
of
shouldn't
them
have
was a garden, and the other one was an inner city little like corner building. It was a historical center as well. It was a historical building. And when my old boss, who had cancer, had to sell that building, the woman who bought it was a up and coming businesswoman. I learned very much so later on that she was the product of nepotism. She did not, in fact, have much business experience. Her father did. Her father owned a very large chain in the southern part of the state we live in. And the only reason she had the money to buy this business was because she got it as a grant from her father.
Daddy, please.
The worst part about it is that because it was a historical building, she had to follow some rules. But she didn't want to follow the rules. She didn't care about the rules. She didn't
was a
know the
rebel.
rules. So the minute
Do it
that
anyway.
we were no longer allowed to operate in the building, the minute she had full reign
Ethan.
over the building,
You're gonna die.
she painted over all of the wood, all of the nice dark wood. She painted over it with white paint. And here's the thing about the wood that it was like very polished wood. Getting that paint off would have removed the polish and damaged the wood. Meaning that restoration she did, it's completely irrecoverable.
I mean, to be fair, you can always resurface and restain the wood.
I mean, you could do that, but at the same time,
understand.
because of how old it was, it's just like the process. It would have damaged something anyway, and it looked perfectly fine before that.
Well, this lady, she's like painting tile. She's painting brick.
Ew.
Why you paint tile? You just get new tile at that point. Holy fuck.
It's a gorgeous, beautiful backsplash in her kitchen. She's like, I don't like it. I'm painting it white.
Okay. If it was like one of those basic, just white backsplash where it's
it
like
was
tile, rectangular white tile with grout. Okay,
I don't know what this
that's
means.
boring. That's boring as fuck. Fair enough. But if it was like an intricate design, it looked good. It fit the
did.
house.
That's exactly what it was.
Then what the hell, man?
Painting over the railing, the wood stuff, wasn't like the worst thing this woman did. The worst thing this woman did was she removed an entire wall from the building that had been there since the building was there. So that wall is just gone. And the biggest part about that wall, it was a structural support wall. So the floor above cracked.
Oh, that's
Because there was too much weight above because she added too many tables to the dining area. So it cracked and caused basically irreparable damage to the historical foundation of the building. She also removed the whole fireplace. She just removed it and replaced it with like an electric thing. It looks like crap. I hate that woman so much. It's crazy. It was such a beautiful building. Now it just looks like it was just given to a toddler. And the toddler was given a roll of paint and told, if you point at this, we'll get rid of it for you. It's awful.
Damn.
Dude,
I can't believe we're
I
talking
could go
about
on and
now.
on about renovations. I have a very specific taste in building, not how buildings look.
Parker, shoot me a Dr. Pepper.
I literally hate these days how
Thank you.
there's this obsession with having ultra high ceilings, massive windows, white, beige, everything, just empty open space with like crammed full of like minimalistic furniture. It looks good to a point, but everyone's building it these days. I can't go down the street near my house without seeing the exact same fucking house every single house.
Right.
okay.
They don't have personality anymore.
Listen.
And some of these
No, it's like Despicable Me, bro.
There's an important
No,
factor.
it's like Despicable
Shut
Me.
the fuck up,
No, it's
Post.
like Despicable Me.
This is not a new thing. This has been going on since housing was started.
Have you not
I know,
seen
it's
Shark-
been going on since the 50s and the 40s with cookie cutters.
No, it's because
It's just
one
stupid.
designer makes the whole neighborhood. That's why all the houses are the same.
Yeah.
They go for the neutral colors, the simple schemes, so that it's the most marketable. A lot of
Also,
people,
HOAs are
a lot of
stupid.
people are not looking for a specific kind of personality in the house.
HOAs are stupid AF.
Okay,
Change
but
your
that's,
mind.
okay. Here's the thing. If it's a brand new house and they're designing it that way initially, I'm fine. It's like, whatever. Okay, you're building a new house. It's probably a little bit cheaper to do it that way anyways. Whatever. But it's the fact that it was an already built house. It already had all this color and personality. And it wasn't like it was an ugly house by any means. Or even like a very specific layout or anything like that. It's a pretty common layout from what I have come to understand in a pretty openly area where there's a lot of houses done, or what she was looking for, and she got the house that doesn't fit her designs. That is, it grinds my gears. Here, let's take a break real quick so I can show you the.
Want to know what grinds my
stuff.
gears?
Yeah, here's the Family Guy cutaway. You know what grinds my gears? Hey guys, it's me, Carter here. I'm Peter Griffin, and here's what grinds my gears. Every time Josue touches my nipples, I have a soft, supple moment of lactation. I don't like it. Please help me.
Hey Lois. I'm in Fortnite.
Okay, we're back. Done. Anyway, yeah, you showed us all the thing that you're talking
I
about.
was right, bitches.
He was right. That was a horrible woman. I want to skin her alive. I'm just kidding. Don't no.
I
FBI,
hate the
no.
fact that she was like,
Quorum,
I'm 7
clip
months
that.
pregnant, so I can do this. I'm
Sure,
like,
clip that.
I wanted to punch the baby Sorry, I know that's
Did you know
awful, but
your
oh my
breeding
goodness.
kink comes base with your genetics?
What?
Okay. I
Tailback's
don't know why you had
asexual,
to say
people.
that. Anyway,
But they want
what
to
was,
fuck themselves.
Because Ethan thinks about it a lot.
Well, they don't want to have no babies.
Anyway,
No,
so
no.
what was the topic that you
It
had?
could be an underlying.
No, I'm saying, did you have
What
any
is
other
my
topics?
sexual
You have a
friend?
list.
Oh
You have a
yes,
list.
I do. I keep talking about this like constantly, and I don't know, like this is ongoing because I still work at the same place that I have for about a couple of months now. I'm talking about the autistic kid that keeps trying to
I don't
follow
think
me
we can
around.
talk about that on the podcast.
Your personal hell, you mean?
Well, here's the thing.
You little toy
I
boy.
think we can go with that.
I think
just
I
a little
can.
bit.
It's just
Okay.
I can't go.
If you're
I'll do a lot of
respectful
things.
of it,
Ethan.
you can.
Well, I can talk about this one story.
Oh my god,
Like-
you deserve as much rights as a woman.
I was. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have to cut another thing. Let's go, Josue being
I
racist.
thought Carter was gonna keep talking, not gonna lie. And I thought it was quite enough.
waiting
Even
for
so,
this
you would
to
have
stop.
just had to
No,
cut
you,
what he
if,
said.
if one person even talks, it will be heard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there was this one time where I was working, and oh my goodness, it was so odd because it was
Yeah,
so
I'm
out of
sure.
place and out of nowhere. I was doing trash run or something because I'm a janitor again, and I went back and I put the trash can back into where it was, like normally, and then there's this kid that follows me around for some reason and likes to talk, which I try to entertain them because like I'm trying to be nice, but at the same time, it
saw a shaft.
it feels like empty because I'm only doing it because I know that the kid has a
I'm
problem.
just gonna do this for the rest of the time I'm sitting here.
But one time he came up to me and was like, oh my gosh, he came up to me. I think he was like, hey, do you know what you're gonna get for Christmas?
Do it again.
I'm like, I don't know, like 3D printing stuff. Wait, what's going on?
I just lit his cock on fire! The spread!
It
Oh my
smells
God,
so
I can
bad.
Oh gosh!
It smells
My
so bad.
pubic area is a little warm.
Is it still on fire?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just leave it!
Okay, he's over there. Ethan's freaking clicking it, and Josue pulls his pants down, and Ethan goes, and he's like, do it. And he freaking lights the lighter on his pubes, and he goes, oh!
They like spread through.
He looks at
these
Ethan and he
10
goes, it's spread!
There's probably a bald spot now.
Well, I mean,
Stop
at least-
showing me your dick!
I mean, that's
It's
one
just
way to get
pubes.
rid of them. That's one way to shave it
dick.
off. Except it's gonna like adhere to your skin now. It's melted on your
Ethan's mouth.
skin. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway.
Cody, you work with this little fella, this little special guy. And he comes up to you and he asks some questions.
This child comes up to me and asks me questions. He asked me, "Hey, do you know what you're gonna get for Christmas?" And I'm like, I don't know, like maybe 3D printing stuff. I don't really care about Christmas that much because I'm trying to be honest and like actually engage in the conversation because I'm just trying to be nice. Because the kid comes up to me and just asks me random shit all the time, and I try to like just do my job because that's what I'm there for, not to like talk to him. But you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, he goes off and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a
Here, take this
forklift."
away from me.
I'm like, "You're
Take that
gonna
away
get
from
a forklift for
I'm a
Christmas?"
fucking pyromaniac.
Okay. And then he starts telling me about, "Hey, do you like cars?" Like in the middle of the conversation, he'll just interject with random questions. Also, be careful with the table.
Sounds like somebody else I know.
Yeah, and then he said, "Hey, do you like cars?" And I'm like,
I'll pee on you.
"Yeah, sure, I
I'm
guess.
drunk
I'm not a
enough.
car person."
I'm horny.
And he's
now.
like, "Do you like Ghostbusters?" I'm like, I guess I like Ghostbusters, sure. And then he's like, "I like the car from Ghostbusters."
Just the car,
No, he likes.
Not the women.
He likes.
not the cast.
I
He just
really
likes
like
the car.
that one girl that was in Alien. You know what I'm talking about? The one with
Ripley?
the curly hair. Yeah, I liked her. She was really hot back
Sigourney
then.
Weaver.
Yeah, she's not as hot
Doesn't
now.
she not have
She's
kids
an
at all?
avatar.
I'm not a big tick guy.
Okay, so you like men?
Maybe.
This is already established this way. How do you not know?
You
This
suck
is
dick?
war. This is
I can
canon
still
lore.
fucking smell your burnt fucking
Blech.
food.
It's
No,
also
that's my
mine.
arm hair.
It's
Ethan burnt
also
it
mine.
again.
I burnt myself a bit too.
Ethan,
I have
throw
a
me the
question
lighter.
for everyone.
I took it from
Okay.
him. I took it
No
from
more
Alright.
burning.
You didn't
human
take it
hair.
from me. I told
Anyway.
you to take it.
Yeah,
from
you told me to take it from
Back
me. So yeah,
on-
I did take it from you. You told me to take it from you, fucking idiot.
All right, back onto the
What's
story
your
I was
answer,
trying to
Steve?
say. all right. He comes up to me and he asks, "Do you like Ghostbusters?" I said, "Yes, I like Ghostbusters," or whatever the fuck I said. And then he's like, "Do you like the car? Do you like the car from Ghostbusters?" Like, sure, I guess. And then he's like, "I like the Ghostbusters car because sometimes I like to move my trash can around and pretend to be the car from Ghostbusters."
No, he said that.
Yes, he said this to me. And I'm like, and then he's like, "Is that weird?" I'm like, I was like in shock because I didn't know what to say. So I was like, not really, I mean, I guess. He's like, "Oh, okay." And then he turned around and started doing this. He started doing this sound, and it reverberated across the hallway. I can't make it up because it was so specific. But he tried to do, okay, you know how the Ghostbusters car makes like a... Yeah, it sounds awful, but I mean, he started making that sound throughout the hallway and pushing his trash can back into his area. No, he wasn't that bad. He's like, I don't know, how could I... From scale of Minecraft to Roblox. Yeah, let's see. It was kind of in the middle.
I fucking love Roblox, no cap.
Creatures of Sonora.
Like, I'm not even shitting you.
Creatures.
Roblox has got some really fun games on it.
Avery found this one game on Roblox called Creatures of Sonora. I mean, Ethan played it with her for like months.
And this leads
Ethan got obsessed with it.
Yes. I need to beat it. Anyway,
I can't grab your balls.
I wanted this story to lead into a subject, like for some odd reason, I always have a constant, like, weird,
so fucking
like, personal hell
I have a lot of burnt flesh.
that Parker mentioned earlier.
Plus a cigarette.
Where I have these people who are
I can
not
make
of,
myself smell better.
like, neurotypical
Please do.
mind, and I'll just say blatantly, they more than likely have autism, and for some reason, they always come to me and talk to me for some reason, and nobody else. And they always try.
That way on my
And
drink.
honestly, to me,
Ethan,
it just
Ethan,
feels
come
odd.
back with that. Make sure you get his crotch good.
I had
No,
a
he
theory
did.
that
He
they're
did.
trying to steal my TISM points. Everybody knows about the TISM points. Dylan, you know about the TISM points.
That's
I
yeah,
have
it's
no
not.
idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Alright, never mind. Okay. Well, whatever. Anyway, I feel like I'm trapped in a personal
You
hell.
have gotten a lot of TISM points over the few months.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a personal hell where autistic people follow me around wherever I go.
That's kind of your own fault.
What first?
Are you
first,
autistic?
I didn't do anything!
No, first
I'm just
it was a
walking
gay
around.
autist. First it was a gay autist, and then it was a
What do you
regular
mean gay
autist.
autist? What are you talking about?
In Lagoon, didn't you like have a guy flirt
That's gonna
with
have
you?
to get cut.
Okay,
No,
look,
just a
I'm
gay
gonna keep
guy.
it $1.50. You know, if you're autistic, that's fine and all, but like.
But
if
granted,
you
personally,
don't-
if I had a kid that I knew was going to be autistic, I'd abort you.
Well, that's not where I was going with that at all, but okay. I was gonna say that, like, if you don't want somebody who is severely autistic, like the person sounds like they are.
I'm trying to be
then you-
nice!
Don't be nice. Don't be, like, rude, but just don't show
I
interest.
actually
Just
have a
be
story
completely-
about
I don't
just
show interest at all.
Don't
I have
engage.
a
Just
story
say, look, man,
about
I'm
that.
really not interested.
I have a story of sexual harassment from an autistic person who used their autism
Oh
as
my
a
gosh.
bar for it.
Was it Josue?
No, it was but she worked out on the Firehouse Subs over on Main Street, and she had an autistic coworker who would grope her.
Oh my gosh.
And every time she brought it up to HR or her manager, they would brush it off because he was autistic, but he fucking knew what he was doing.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
using his autism as a barrier so that he could keep doing shit.
That's when you file a police report. You tell him.
It's so fucking
It doesn't matter.
awful.
Okay, it doesn't matter if he's autistic.
She
It's
quit,
not
didn't
okay.
she? She quit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
it's-
I would too.
It's kind of crazy because even like down saying you can just file a police report. In some states the legal system still hasn't like caught up to like what autism is. I'm gonna use Virginia as
Just
an
like a
illustration here, because
Christian.
Virginia
He raped his mother, and they will not
You
charge him.
just
there's
spill on
other
your phone,
there's
I think.
there's other issues there, but
No, I did.
I'm
Back
using
to
Virginia.
Virginia.
as an
It's on my
example. I'm not
fingers.
using
No, a
Virginia
little
because
bit
of
most-
Christian. I'm
it's
using
just a
Virginia
single
because
drop.
Virginia
Yeah,
is
so-
a very low-ranking state for overall
Yeah.
legal help for people who are autistic, people who are mentally
Damn,
ill.
Charlie.
They're a state that's very behind.
Yeah.
In that state, if you are autistic and you do a crime, there's a very high chance you will get away with it with no issues. They will just let you go. And it's gotten better in the most recent years, but in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s, like mid 2010s, it was so bad to the point where people, like, if you were autistic and oh shit, I just saw some nice inner thigh. If you were autistic and you did like a
You have
crime,
no
like
ass.
if you were to rape somebody or if you were to molest somebody, in broad daylight, unless it was a child, you were not getting convicted. You're not even going on the sex offender registry. Like they would just let it pass because he's autistic, he doesn't know any better. Right. Here's the thing. I've talked with lots of autistic people. I've worked with some as well, and I've met people all throughout the spectrum. Autistic people know what they are doing. They are very conscious of their behaviors. Sometimes they might not know right from wrong all the time. Yeah. But most of the time, if they make a distinct decision, it's because they know what that decision does.
Well, I was always taught that like when you're dealing with people who are like severely mentally handicapped or autistic or whatever, what have you, there's an amount of leniency that you can show. Like if they have a problem with like sudden outbursts of screaming or stuff like that, like you just kind of try to ignore it, try and help them if you can, but like you don't like get mad at them because they're having an episode. Yeah. But if they're doing stuff like touching you inappropriately, you don't let that fly because if you let that fly, then that just reinforces the behavior. Like this is okay that I do this, and it makes me feel good. So this is a good way for me to.
Dude, I had this one autismo junior high that just kept shoulder bumping me like really hard.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of so many things.
The entire class. And he was obsessed with Rabbits Invasion.
That is such a
he kept drawing pictures of Rabbits Invasion.
So listen. I got a story. I got a story. I actually did peer tutor in high school. Okay. There's this one dude. I forgot his name, but he was notorious for sexual harassment.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
If there's one thing I learned from the year I did of peer tutor, it's that most of them are aware of right from wrong to like the standard extent, right? Like,
but can they control it?
No.
You might know the right and wrong.
He was definitely aware that what he was doing was wrong and proceeded to do so anyway because he knew he had extra leniency.
Oh.
And he would.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is if you let it slide. Once they're more likely to.
But that's how it is.
But that's how it is.
I don't want to sound.
But that's how it is with every person. It just you have to be more forceful about it with autistic. You have to be more forceful about it with autistic, because it takes a while for them.
I don't want to sound dehumanizing. Okay. Okay, but I'm gonna say some dehumanizing shit here. All right. You might want to cut this.
Disclaimer.
They probably have like the same kind of mentality of like a 6 or 7 year old child, where they understand things can be wrong and they can be taught that things are wrong, right? But because they're so emotionally immature, they know what they can get away with. So they will do what they know they can get away with, or they will push the boundaries of what they can get away with because people are scared to give them discipline to the same extent.
So I'm not going to have an autistic
child. There's a level of leniency that you can show, but there has to be a hard line.
You can know the gender. You can know how autistic they're going to be, dude.
Are you sure?
It's called abortion after you find out they're autistic.
Josue, are you sure?
I don't have the mental capacity to take care of an autistic child. I'd rather get rid of it than give it a shitty life because I do not know how to interact with an autistic child. I can understand that,
but
just do adoption then.
You can.
Yeah. I'll knock up Abel, but if there's an autistic child, I do not have the mental capacity
I'm going to
to
be
take care of a
completely
child.
honest with you. I'm almost certain that you have at least some degree of autism. A lot of guys do. Let's all keep it $1.50 here. A lot of guys are at least mildly.
Oh my God! What was that?
Please do not break your anime woman figurine.
Rem!
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention that there.
There's been a Rem figurine throughout this almost the entire podcast.
Yeah, there's a Rem figurine on the table.
How is it?
Ethan drops Rem really hard.
How bad is it?
She's good. She's good.
Okay.
Oh my God, Rem lives! We can still have sex with her, or she can still have sex with us.
Go put that away.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Go put Rem away.
No, I think there's a lot. I think I understand what you're saying. Like, if you understood that the child was going to be like severely autistic, like
I cannot take care of a child like that. Mentally, financially, no.
Normal life. I mean, I kind of understand. Like, it is unfortunate, but I do understand what you're saying. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying we need to euthanize autistic people.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not saying that either. But granted, if I knew I was autistic or knew if my child's gonna be autistic, I do not have the financial availability or the mental availability to put that much attention on a child for the rest of my entire life. because they are so disabled that they cannot take care of themselves for any moment of their life. And if I die, I gotta make sure that I put them in a housing unit where someone takes care of them the entire time. I cannot do that.
It's screwy too, because it's like I think of it the same way as like if you're taking care of a person with dementia or an old folks home.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a lifelong commitment.
From the minute they're born, if they're that bad off, they're essentially just being put into this system of housing care. And if you're there for them, it's a lot better. But once
you're
you
gone,
can't do that anymore. Like, they're just in this hell. And I've been in dementia homes before. Like, my grandma had dementia for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been in those homes. I've been in those centers. It is not a good place to live. So imagine being basically, not dementia, but you're autistic to the point, or you have autism to the point where it's like non-verbal communication, can't take care of yourself, and someone's taking care of you.
Oh yeah.
If you go into a system, it's not always the worst, but it's never really great. And I never want to like condemn anyone, let alone my child.
Like you're existing just to exist. That's it.
Like, yeah.
You exist.
I'm gonna write in my fucking will. Because my family has
Me and Kurt have this agreement. Either one
my family has a long history of
have we agreed
to kill each other?
To kill each other, battle royale mode, and
if you get dementia,
old people dementia style.
I told Avery.
Forget how to fight each other in the middle of the match and just get shot.
Either way, we're gonna die. Because I'd rather fucking die than have dementia. And have everybody I care for be like, I don't remember you. You're gonna have to remind me every day of my fucking life waking up.
Dementia is like one of the worst diseases on the entire face of the earth.
But at the same time, once you get old, you lose your memories. Like everybody gets a bit of dementia once they fucking die of old age. Of old age.
No. My great-grandpa was in the fucking Vietnam War, and you remember every.
I think it's because it was traumatizing.
He could name all of his grandkids accurately, relate all of his stories perfectly fine, all the way up until he died at 99.
It depends on the person.
But once he was dying, he lost it, right?
I'm sure he was really senile, like his last 2 years.
Exactly.
Like, almost all the way up to his death.
That's the last.
That's the thing. No, that's the thing. Like once you if you die due to age, you're gonna most likely you deal with dementia.
Death is honestly age is one of the least kind of factors of human existence.
Yeah. Why can't we be like fucking? Why can't we be like elf bitches and be like living till 5,000?
It's because when they lived to 5,000, the horrors of war have taught me that I should live alone in the woods forever and never interact with
anyone. Exactly! If you was like that, it'd be better!
As much as I
alone in the woods and see the trees grow and die.
As much as I hate how short human life is, I feel what really makes people appreciate it is just how short and fragile. If we all lived to 900 years old, how many of us would give a fuck about anything?
I don't really give a fuck about much to begin with.
Think about how insignificant every moment in your life would be if you lived
if you
ever watch Free Ren, that's a pretty good
I have a counterpoint to that. If you're going to live 900 years, that means the effect of your immediate actions now are going to actually, more likely, going to have a lasting consequence on you in the future.
No, because you're going to outlive everyone that consequence would apply to.
No, but that's what I'm global warming, for example. The fucking old ass politicians, they don't give a shit. They're not gonna do anything about it because 20 years in the future, they're not gonna fucking be here.
Okay,
fucking know it.
But it's gonna be the same process if you live to 900 because just because you live longer does not mean your perception of time is gonna get longer, right? Of course, smaller things like 20 years is gonna seem pretty insignificant to you, right? But you're still gonna procrastinate shit. If you're well, in the next 300 or 400 years,
I don't worry about it.
That's like saying, in 30 years this might bother me. People are still going to ignore it.
But realistically, it's the difference between, if you do something now and you know that in, 10 to 20 years, it's going to be, a really, really bad problem and it's going to make your life absolutely miserable. Like Josue is saying with if he knew that he was going to have a severely autistic child,
I cannot handle
or something that's going in 30 years, it's going to start hurting and affecting your life for the rest of your life.
You can know the gender, you know they're lacking of brain cells.
Anyways,
I don't think that's what causes it, but okay.
It's not brain cells.
It's genetics. It's genetics. They can see how many chromosomes.
Deformities and other sorts of things.
Well, but that's not autism. That's Down syndrome.
Morella's got autism, and he impregnated an obese whale that's 300 pounds. And they've only been dating for a year.
Josue.
We're leaning too far in the weight direction.
Let me give you this then, Josue. If you knew your
dude,
child...
I'm like 300 pounds.
So in the future, we have this
No, but she's 300 pounds being 5'2".
I mean, I guess, but still, I feel like...
Dallin, you're like 6'5".
Even with your scoliosis, you're the tallest one here, okay? You have a little bit more leniency.
No, Parker's seen her. Parker has seen her. She's like 5 foot fucking
She's also a liar.
She has more feet to her width-wise than length-wise.
Volume down a little bit, please.
Dallin, I'm not exaggerating here.
As someone with a morbidly obese grandma, I assure you, this woman is fat.
Alright, Josue, I'm gonna give you this dilemma, alright? If in the future, like, we figure out what the person is going to be like. If your child became like a meme spewer on Instagram, had a meme page, would you kill him? Okay, I see what you mean.
Now, if he was a 4chan ship...
Now, if he was an OnlyFans user with a spread femboy asshole that got me fat stacks, I would not...
Femboy son or thought daughter? Wait, haven't we asked this question before? I think we've asked that question before already.
Give me my
Child neglect.
Okay.
E-girl daughter or femboy son, child neglect.
Well, they're molesting each other in a different room, so. Josue?
No, I see what you're
Haven't we
saying.
asked the question before, femboy daughter or e-thought girl, like daughter?
Femboy son or
I'm gonna be honest.
E-thought daughter would bring more money.
I'm gonna be honest with you, gentlemen. Is a child of violent abuse, I do not care what my child is like. I will love them regardless.
Child neglect.
Whatever gets me more fucking money.
Yeah, no, if
you fucking bitch.
If my daughter comes to me and is like, I'm selling pictures of my spread anus on the internet, I'm gonna look at her and go, get out.
I do not want to go on Twitter one day and see my daughter spread anus gaping, winking
You just
at
said
me.
that you would rather have that because it would bring you in more money.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that shit. See?
You could be that one dad that
I don't want to be that
donates to his daughter's OnlyFans.
I might as well be fucking her at that point because I'm ready to look at.
He probably does.
Here's my legitimate take on this.
I don't know what that.
My legitimate take on this.
No,
is,
any dad who supports their daughter's
clipping
OnlyFans to that
really
extent
loudly,
might as well be fucking
been
her.
doing that.
Because they're gonna get the same stereotypical shit either way if they're fucking her or not. If they're giving them that much support.
You just don't look at it.
So, my legitimate.
Okay, don't go online then. If your daughter's a perfect e-whore that blows up, I guess just don't go online.
Uninstall.
Okay,
Bring it.
I would rather have my kids. It doesn't matter if it's son or daughter or whatever. The fruit of my loins.
You better get.
I would rather have them do something financial that advances their talents and doesn't pop trends or is like, oh, I'm selling a part of me. I would rather have them be educated and go into something that they're proud of. So even if that is drawing furry porn all day, I don't care about that. They're drawing. They're learning an artistic talent. They can go and work in development studios if they'd like. If you're selling pictures of your body the whole time, you might be able to go into modeling, which I think is okay, but otherwise that's kind of the only thing you can do.
Pass me my phone. I got something to show Parker.
Makeup and
I have something on theme to show Parker. Okay?
Makeup and things like that. Maybe with like modeling.
Careful. Hold on for a second, because I also want to share my perspective.
Yeah, like with that, like maybe makeup and modeling as well. But that's about it. I would rather have my kids do something that they're legitimately proud of, that can like forge forward new talents for them to explore. I would rather have them do that than go and sell themselves on the internet, because to me that's just the sign of like a lowest point, like it's the easiest thing for you to do to gain money. And I think that's kind of lazy, and I think that's kind of like giving up on life.
It's definitely
I think
lazy.
I'll sell pictures of me on the
responsibility.
internet. Instead, like, here's the thing. I do YouTube. It would be great to do as a job. I don't really want to do it as a job. The reason why I think YouTube is YouTube and streaming, even streaming, is a step above, like being an e-thought or whatever, like selling pictures of yourself, is because when you're doing that, you're at least trying to like do talent growth. You are doing community connections. Yeah. You are doing editing. You are doing writing. You're doing a lot of production value things that take work and effort and take care. And now, doing like things like OnlyFans, you do that stuff too. You do have a bit of content production. You do have business connections. That stuff
Sometimes
is
they are
there,
streamers too.
and there's benefit to that. But when you're doing it, depending on what you're doing it for, you gain more. There's more that you gain, and I feel like the porn aspect of it is more monetary than actual self-fulfillment.
Yeah,
and that's why I put it. That's why I put it a peg lower.
It's just them doing it for money.
So my take on it is,
most of them at least.
If it was my kid, yeah, sure, there's other things I would rather they do. But if it's something that they're making a lot of money they're a consenting adult and that's what they want to do. If you can make, okay, let's all be honest here. If you could do something that you were kind of really generally not interested in at all for like 5 years and make all the money you'll need for the rest of your life rather than working 30,
if I
40,
could sell
50
pictures
years.
of my butthole for like millions of dollars
I
a
would.
year,
I
I
would.
would totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that
For sure.
makes sense from that perspective, but
the-
millions of dollars.
No,
is probably
no.
not
That's
really-
why it makes sense for women to do it. Because at the same time, like, would you rather work for fucking 20 years of your life or sell your body online for fucking 5 years of your life?
Well, listen.
Exactly
another
what
thing,
I'm saying.
However,
another
you
thing
still
I
have
think
like.
about on that.
Still, you lose your self-value. You lose your self-value, but at the same time...
But listen.
No. Wait.
You listen,
Instead
listen.
of being like a Kanye and living in a place that's very populated and popular, where there's, like, you know, fucking people, like paparazzi everywhere, I live in the middle of fucking nowhere and not tell anybody or
Okay.
post anything about it,
Okay.
and I
okay.
can live that fucking lifestyle,
Listen,
but be
though.
left alone at the same time.
Josue,
People to be like super
Josue.
famous and then live in a place that people are gonna be fucking up their dick with
They get
paparazzi.
stars in their eyes and they all
Listen.
go
No,
one
no,
spot.
no. Listen.
It's like Flashing Lights by Kanye West,
I have
dude.
a
Just
quick
fucking
thing.
move away, dude. Don't make a song about it.
Look, here's my thing with it. It's like a lot of the incel guys in kind of the manosphere community are like, you're whoring out and stuff, and you're devaluing your body. Why should I want to have sex with you when all these other guys have seen you naked and stuff? I'm like, bro,
It's just being naked.
No, hold on, because it's like, one, they've made their money. Two, looks might be fleeting, but guess what?
It's getting your money.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna get you money. Your looks are gonna go away whether you start whether you start seriously dating in your 20s
There's a
or in
diff-
your 40s.
the
Your
thing
looks
is, there's
will
a
go away
difference.
eventually.
There's
Going
a
off of
difference.
that.
There's a difference between those bitches. There's the type that cheat and the type that stay loyal. And the only thing they're gonna see is her boyfriend's dick
This is
fucking
going
her.
everywhere.
Nah, well, on that topic, if you think about it, a lot of the people that hate on people who do like OnlyFans and all that shit are the same people that would pay for it because
Exactly.
they're
Right.
completely deprived of like
Yeah.
contact or anything like that. Like, how can you be really, actually, genuinely mad at these women
Uh-huh.
when the only reason they can do what they're doing is because of
you.
incel men,
Yeah.
right? Who don't have any social interaction,
It's funny.
who hate women, and yet they'll still pay, you know, like $20 a month.
Because they
and
need
shit.
that.
very
They
gross
need that.
to me.
They need it.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
It is very gross to me just how much money some of these women make. And here's the thing about it too, it's cherry picked because if you look at OnlyFans' like credit distribution, like Twitch, it's a bit more balanced. Like, yeah, most of the money that Twitch makes goes towards the biggest creators. But
Okay.
Hard.
not Overwatch. Fuck me.
Overwatch is about all lesbian sex.
OnlyFans, it's like the top, like it's like literally the top like 0.1% or less are what get like I think over like 75% of site revenue. Like
Yeah, I
it's,
mean,
it's
like-
crazy just how much money they make and draw in, and it makes other people want to do it. And they go in and make maybe $20 because it's like
Yeah.
in order to actually make the money, you have to be one of these big people because
You
that's
gotta
all
be
people
fucking
see.
hot. You
That's
can't be
all
an
they
obese
see. It's like they
bitch.
go on OnlyFans, they see
Unless
what's
it's
most
her-
Unless
subscribed,
you're,
and
unless
then they'll
somebody's
go and
into
target
that.
that.
Yeah, no, unless it's
There's a
specifically
database
into
you can
that.
look at that actually shows us these data set values.
Well, no.
No, these
You don't
bitches
even
blow
have
up
to be
due to specific values.
No, you don't even have to be more attractive than the people making
Some
less
bitch will
money.
be fat
Oh, yeah,
to
no.
get the fat king out
No,
of
no,
people.
it's just the same thing like YouTube or any other social media platform. You just get lucky one time.
Right.
Or
A bunch
you
of
do
people-
what's on the hype at the moment.
Yeah,
Or
a bunch of
takes-
people get interested in the content you're making.
Like,
so you
no,
get
there'll
really
be like a
popular.
porn star or something like that that's never fucking heard of, puts on a Bowsette outfit for the first time in her life, and since Bowsette's the big thing of the fucking year, or the month, or the week, or wherever the fuck they blow up.
Yeah. Trend. Okay, internet trends is a huge thing. I would know this. When you have a trend that's doing well and you think you can innovate on it just a little bit, if you can hit it, you can hit it hard. Like we're talking here with OnlyFans
Like,
chicks.
really hard.
If they cosplay with one, like, I'm pretty sure right now, if a girl were to cosplay Fearin from that one anime, but
Or
they made their whole month.
purple-haired bitch, dude, with the fat tits
They made
now.
their whole month. When Chainsaw Man was the biggest thing, if you cosplayed Macklemore or Power, you
Or
were
Power, oh
you were
yeah,
done.
that was the biggest
like
thing.
you had it made for like a month or two,
Right,
maybe 3
yeah.
months.
Or when
like-
Metroid was a big thing, if you cosplayed in a skin
You can still do
skin
that.
tight.
If
Yeah,
you
that's
play
the
Zero
same
Suit
thing.
Samus even now.
Yeah,
you
no,
can-
yeah, even now, dude, if you're thick enough and blonde enough to play Samus, you're set.
And here's the thing. Back to what I was saying before about like being the top creators. Like, two things about OnlyFans specifically. The top subscribed people are people who almost never actually show any direct nudity, and if it is, it's very indirect, like a picture of their breasts, but nothing else. They censor it, like Amaranth. Amaranth is notorious for doing this.
Amaranth makes the Twitch video for women, to be honest.
But the whole thing with OnlyFans, the other data at the top of it all,
I paid for that.
is that what I was saying before about people being at the top. As far as I'm aware, still to this day, Belle Delphine is the top OnlyFans top subscribed OnlyFans account.
Really?
She has been inactive for almost a year. She has not posted.
It's because of
anywhere.
Overwatch. It's her diva cosplay that saves her so much.
No, it was because of how popular
She has not posted in so long. But people still routinely sub to her because, oh, it's Belle Delphine. I've known that name for years. And then that.
Carter, once you subscribe
To be fair,
are you still?
To be fair, Bella Delphine is
I
hot.
never was.
I mean, no, you were before.
I do not believe.
Okay, no,
I
okay,
believe she's
okay.
attractive. That's not where it
She's
goes.
podcast break because Carter is denying the fact that we caught him subscribed to Bella Delphine.
What do you mean? OnlyFans
At Dallen's
or
house.
like YouTube?
Twitter.
She was following
You were following her.
That's
Twitter.
not the same thing.
It is.
He was following her on Instagram.
Why are you opening up?
Close enough.
I want to make too.
Okay, so
No, I'm good.
Okay, so
we have.
I don't know what the point is. So
Queso? Man, I fucking love me some queso.
We have derailed immensely. I'm gonna rope us back in with a segue.
Ba-da-ba-ba-bum.
What is the best snack food?
They built the walls, they built
What
the
is-
pyramids, mad science history, a Madeline, a mystery. It all started with the Big Bang Bang!
Bazinga!
I got you, my boy.
For me, the best snack food is cookies. It's just a great snack food. Dessert. It goes well all the time. It's simple. It's great. It's wonderful. Go.
Favorite snack food is potatoes. You can make
Have
them in
you
so
heard
many
of
different
the
ways.
Donner
So many
Party?
different ways.
human flesh.
I would. I'm not gonna lie. I have a strange craving to eat raw meat, and I think it's a medical condition.
I've eaten raw meat.
That does sound.
No,
like
I
something,
like
yeah.
my dad.
No.
No, my dad is marinated like carne asada. And I eat the raw meat.
Like I had no. I just mean like raw meat. Like I have an
Raw meat, yeah.
a weird obsession with just wanting to eat like
Uncooked
flesh.
meat
Like
at
a
all.
handful of ground beef.
No, like I
No, not ground beef.
There are
like
a couple
brisket.
of times where I've caught myself about like eating someone's shoulder or something, like just raw meat. Like I like a Wendigo or something. Like I just want to eat.
It's a little odd.
I mean, no, it's not odd because like I'm dating Avery, and every chance I get, I will bite the fuck out of her. And in my mind, the only urge I have is to bite hard enough to get a chunk out and chew on it for a big solid 5 minutes.
Okay. Alright.
We're Wendigos.
Oh my fucking god, that
You wanna
reminded
come
me.
into the forest with us?
I have a reminder as well. I have a story.
Ethan, do you remember that one time, like a while ago? I said I was like, for some reason, I think I told this story a while ago, but now that Ethan's here, he can testify. A while ago, I was like in my car and I was like trying to sleep in my car in my own driveway for some reason and not in my room. I don't know why. Also, be careful. Be careful
That is
with-
my butthole you just touched.
That's not.
And I saw it out of
There
the
you go,
corner of my
deep
eye.
breath.
I thought I saw eyes staring at me in the middle of the night, like on top of a house or something. I thought there was an actual like fucking Wendigo looking.
Have I told you about my childhood?
And then
Yeah.
yes, you have. You've told me like some things that you've seen. And
About
I
your
texted you,
cousins?
and
Yeah.
I'm like, because I texted you because I trusted you because all the monster shit that you do. And I'm like, Ethan, I think there's a fucking Wendigo staring at me right now. And then you sent me that whole thing about you going to what is it, Case Crossing?
Yeah, I swear to God.
And then you like saying it's like, yeah, I think we're haunted, and I'm like, oh fuck, like oh no, I'm gonna actually die. But then I actually started the car and then went over to.
Have I ever mentioned like my childhood experiences on the podcast?
I went over
tunnel?
to
Yes, you
the.
have some of them.
Yeah.
The water pipe.
I went over to the area where I saw the eyes, but it was just a reflection of a light in the glass.
Yeah.
It still scared the shit out of me.
Right,
Though.
there's a reasonable explanation to the shit I saw as a child. Like I had sleep paralysis. You know the sleep paralysis.
Whoa, be careful.
Holy shit! I can't even lean on this.
But the
slightly.
main problem with the
Yeah.
sleep paralysis was I had sleepwalking issues, right?
Oh,
so
yeah,
I would
yeah,
experience
you told
sleep
us.
paralysis without the
Started putting it on your
paralysis, right? So it was like being tripping on acid when I'd wake up from night terrors. It was fucking awful.
Yeah.
So there is a reasonable scientific explanation for the weird shit I experienced as a child. However, personally, I still believe in an afterlife or things beyond death. which is why stuff like that is interesting and intriguing to me.
Yeah.
Have you seen orbs fly around and go on your knee and heal your ailments?
Have you seen Christopher?
I have vision
Walken?
problems, so I can't confirm.
Have you seen Christopher Hawking's on the documentary of Homo sapien
Oh my god, the fucking
desires?
Christopher Walken movie.
The one that you made me watch.
Oh. Me and Parker, one time I was
Ethan,
like...
what are you doing?
for
Stop
some
wiping your
reason-
hands on the curtains.
For some reason, one time I was like watching weird niche Christopher Walken movies one month on October because Halloween.
This was shortly after our last recording, by the way.
Yeah, and I was like, hey Parker, I wanted to like hang out or something, and I didn't have anything to do, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just like show Parker this weird movie that I saw. The movie was called Communion, about Christopher Walken. It's supposedly about
What's
this
Ethan
actual guy called Whitley Strieber, who wrote a book called Communion, and it was his experiences about being abducted and being like probed and shit.
And mutilated.
Yeah, by aliens, or what he calls the travelers, or whatever the fuck.
See, the thing is, when people are like that, I just assume that they got fucking really high on meth and decided to fucking
like honestly, I
transgender.
think he just has schizophrenia.
It
Like,
was such an odd movie. I remember this watching was so strange.
yeah, it's such a weird and cryptic movie because
You did not.
Whitley himself hates the movie because it's so inaccurate to what he says. Because of course it is. He's a fucking idiot.
It's very dramatic. It's very dramatized.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's weirdly shot because there's this one scene where he's like
It's
fighting with his wife in bed, and like it doesn't even like shift
It's my
between
liquor.
people.
No, that's
it's just
yours.
showing
No,
like
that's my liquor.
it's odd. If anybody knows what it is, like put it down in the comments
I'm
if you
gonna
guys
beat
know
the
what the
fuck out of
Communion movie is.
Stop
Like
stealing my wine.
I think it was a little bit before or after Star Wars came out because the costumes that they made were
It was. I think it was
You
after.
might-
It was. I think it was like
I drank
79.
two-
Oh, no,
I ate
it
two
was either
Dweebs
80s or
and
70s.
Yeah, it's fucking.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I buy.
Anyway, what did you see, Burger?
It was shot like I don't really know the. Oh god,
He saw ass again. God damn it.
saw Moon.
Gotcha.
It's shot like I want to say Christopher Nolan, not really Christopher Nolan though. It's shot like
alcohol.
like it's meant to be like both a dramatized documentary.
You said that was my last drink. That's what you said.
Oh no, it's shot with a lot of silent angles of just like Christopher Walken just like looking around.
Yeah, he's looking around like aliens are in the corner, like
Oh,
touching
no.
him.
I don't even know if it's a good Christopher Walken movie because like
There's this one
he
scene.
just acts so weird.
There's
the
this
whole
one
time.
scene where he's being like he's doing a hypnotizing scene with
Yeah,
like
they
this
take him to
weird.
hypnotherapy.
That's my fetish.
Yeah, and he's like starting.
No,
he's
no,
like-
that's my fetish.
okay, Ethan, I didn't need to hear you say that.
I
Anyway.
watch a lot of hypno hentai.
Cool. I
Great.
didn't need to hear that. Anyway, there's a scene where he's in a chair. The hypnotist is like trying to help him remember him having all these experiences, and it slowly comes to him that he's had these visits throughout his entire life. But I'm pretty sure he probably was just making it up, and his brain was freaking out because he's had like trauma or some shit that he doesn't know how to process. But there's this one scene where he's like sitting in bed, and this is like the first time the aliens are shown, and there's just like this little sliver of an alien coming out of the closet, and he's like, is that someone there? And then he looks in the corner, and then the alien goes slowly back into the closet.
One of my favorite movies is Signs. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so
like one of my favorite
it's so
movies.
funny, and honestly, that's the best part of the movie. That's the only good part where the aliens first show up, and the rest just doesn't make any fucking sense
It
at
was
all.
it was a fever dream to me. I forgot most
Oh
of
my
it.
gosh.
I just remember that they had a big bright white light in the,
Oh,
in, the
yeah.
in the vacation
And
home.
at the very end, they start like talking about how like you just saw God. You saw God. That's what you were seeing, and they made it like this weird like artsy bullshit.
I feel like whoever made the movie was
Oh.
inspired by the book and didn't actually want to make a retelling.
No, and the guy, I have looked into it, the guy who has had all these experiences, Whitley Strieber. So you know that movie, what is the movie where there's like a tsunami that hits New York? And there's like a giant storm.
12 Days After?
No, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like one of the older disaster movies by Roland Emmerich. I can't remember.
Have you seen the one with the rock in it?
However, what, San Andreas?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I wanted
It's
to.
so funny.
But he wrote a book. Whitley wrote the book that became that movie
Ah.
because he had visions from the aliens telling him that the Earth was going to explode.
Did you guys ever watch like late night National Geographic where they'd go on those rants like Monster Hunter or some shit?
It's alien.
No, where they would be like,
alien?
the chupacabra is from Mexico.
Oh yeah.
I watch those all the time, bro.
I fucking
those are
love
awesome.
those,
I love
dude.
monsters so much.
And they had like the super cheesy eyewitness accounts where like it was 3 a.m. on Tuesday.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right,
And my sheep all died with all of their blood sucked.
I was going out to my farm because I heard some rustling noises out there, and I was kind of worried about my sheep. Cause my sheep, they've been a little restless lately. I just need to make sure that they weren't being too restless. So I go outside and I see this little bright white light fly off into the sky. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but I go over to my sheep pen and all them suckers been sucked dry. No blood in them at all. I felt the goosebumps on my skin, my hair raised up, chills throughout my body.
Why are they always southern? They were always southern.
I ran back into my house and I grabbed my 12 gauge and I was just I swear
too much moonshine.
I didn't leave my back porch for the whole way.
Yeah. Anyway, the one.
I saw Sasquatch. He was real and he fucked me in the ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
She starts giving me a knobber.
People on those shows who've been like, I had Bigfoot's baby.
Yeah. Anyway, Whitley, I've looked more into him, and he's got like tons of these weird panels where he just starts rambling about this random shit. He also talks about how his wife like died. It comes back to visit him as a ghost. And apparently he wrote a book with her ghost. And it's on Amazon, and I can't remember what it's called.
Talk about a ghostwriter.
I also choose this guy's dead wife.
Oh yeah, it's so fucking weird. It's so odd. Like, this guy is totally making shit up just so that people can, like, be like, oh yeah, aliens are totally real. And I've had these, like, experiences before as well. So,
I told you how my last ex-girlfriend thought she was an alien, right?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah. She thought she was in the Matrix and shit.
Yeah, she thought it was
The
all
one
a
that went to
simulation.
Parker's pool party with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She thought...
I didn't know if you had...
She didn't start telling me shit like this until after we dated for like 2 months, but she was like, yeah, I think I'm an alien that's like ascended from the extraterrestrial plane to come to Earth to spread good positivity.
Oh my
I think she
god.
just smokes too much weed.
Way too much. Probably a lot of acid too, because she did shrooms and shit.
Ah, yeah.
Was she one of those people who talked to the
Yeah, she believed
so-called machine
No.
elves?
She believed she could astral project her soul to the aliens.
I'm in a very normal, loving, happy relationship.
Good.
Shut the fuck up and stop there!
Very good. All right.
Anyway, Parker has a story.
I have one last story to tell before this podcast ends. So I think I told this to somebody. I don't remember who, but
Probably.
on New Year's Day, my family was like, let's go have a family night out. We haven't had one of those in a while. So we went to this Brazilian grill, which is like, if you don't know what Brazilian grill is,
what's it called?
Tucanos.
Tucanos, yeah! I fucking love
yeah.
Tucanos.
So,
Where they like come around with the
that's how the Brazilian girls do it. They just take a meat of their choice, whatever meat, vegetables. They grill pineapple a lot. And they'll bring all that stuff around. Anyway, a server comes to your table, asks you if you want to cut a meat, or whatever it is, and you take it. There's a salad bar. They got stuff from Brazil. They got stuff from other places in South America. They offer a lot of stuff. It's pretty dang good. Tucanos does it pretty good. There's another place in our capital city that does it even better. My mom keeps saying that she's got to take us there at some point, but it's very expensive. But when we got there on New Year's Day, they sat us down right in like the kids area, and like there's not actually a kids area. It's like just seats upon seats for seats. But it was the area in particular had a lot of families with a lot of very young kids, and there was a reasonable table outside of that spot that was not walled off. It was nice looking. It was closer to the bar. And we just made up this excuse like, oh, we just want to sit closer to the food just so we don't have to walk so far or possibly knock it over, reduce mess. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure. And they reset us. But the whole reason was because we were like near this bunch of families with very young kids. It was loud. We didn't want to be near that. Because we were trying, all of us except for my brother are adults. So we're all just trying to have a nice evening and not have to worry about the children. I didn't get my wish, but I also got a little bit of worse. So halfway, about the third of the way through the night, we were there for about like 90 minutes. But like a third of the way through the night, I'd had a couple of meats, I'd had a couple of things. One of the meats I had was blue because our server was taking like quality requests for the meat from from another table, and whoever was at that table kept requesting not rare but blue meat. So I was served a bit of top steak that was blue. I had it because I wanted to see what that was like. I don't understand the appeal, okay? I like medium rare. I'm not a big fan of rare, but I had the blue and I was like, put it back. This doesn't taste like anything but red meat.
Return it.
It's very, very not...
You ever eaten cow tongue?
Well, yes, it's not very fun. I don't like cow tongue that much.
It was like making
I
out
also
with
don't
your
like
food.
We're
liver.
just gonna have it cooked.
Anyway, I had a couple of meats. I had
cook the taste buds. You like rip all that shit off, and you cook the muscles and stuff inside of the tongue.
Nah, mine was a whole ass tongue.
I got
Then you
one
didn't
down.
have it
So
cooked
I
right.
didn't even
That shit
smell.
was wild.
It was tough. I don't really like the muscle.
It's chewy. I
You
could
just
feel
gotta
their
have it
taste
cooked
buds rubbing on
Heart's
mine.
is
It was-
similar. I really
it had
don't
a
like
weird
heart.
sexual tension.
Yeah, then you did not have it cooked correctly.
Yeah, but
You making out
Anyway.
with Otis?
about a third of the way through the meal, I had a couple of meats. I had my whole salad bar
Alright.
stuff. I had a nice salad. I had some breads. I had some other stuff. I had a nice little drink, and I was just trying to enjoy my night when this somewhat large middle-aged woman, I don't really know, I don't really want to like do stereotypes here, but it was in the kids
Karen.
section. She got up to like talk to someone across the table. Like she's one of those people who like gets up and stands up to talk to someone across the table for some reason. But as she's doing this, she's kind of bending in a little bit, and how I'm sitting like face towards the back wall. She's to the right of me, back a little bit through the door to the kids section, the family section. And her back is facing my right shoulder. But
Touch that.
for a split second, I was just overwhelmed with the smell of someone's anus.
Oh no.
Just the smell of ass.
So hopefully it's
It
wet
just
for you.
happened again. It's happening right now as I'm telling the fucking story. Who just did
It's
that?
because I just ripped ass. My bad.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, okay,
You're giving
so-
him flashbacks.
He's getting a 4D experience.
She blew this fucking rancid ass fart into me and my sister, who was sitting to my left. God fucking damn.
I can't
Jesus,
smell that.
holy fuck.
That was like directly aimed at you because I can't smell anything.
Holy shit.
Oh, now I can smell it.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna do this for him. What happened?
Anyway, so
He
she,
pooped his pants.
He was telling a story about farts. I felt I needed to add to the experience. Yeah.
So she just let this out at me, and I lurched forward over the table to like breathe air over the table where the wall was blocking me off from her.
Ethan, what have you done?
And
it was him. It was him.
it was
there.
him the whole time.
It was me, Barry. I went back in time.
Jerked
No,
you off at
I,
supersonic speed, so you.
yeah, no,
come up
did
He
you
had a
with
giant
such-
fat suit on.
I ducked forward, and my sister was like holding her breath and like putting her mouth over her face, and it nearly ruined my entire dinner. Like I actually was about to like be like, "Hey guys,
That's
I'm
awful,
gonna
man.
stand up and go. I
sorry,
can't do
dude.
this."
That's
It was
awful.
almost that bad to the point where I almost like was gonna vomit. And here's the thing though, if it had been any worse, I
Go down.
legitimately would have stood up and confronted her about it.
I
It
won.
was so bad that I was very much so considering standing up and confronting her and being like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Like we're in a nice restaurant. This is not a very cheap restaurant. This is an expensive place to eat, and you think you're just gonna stand up, get in someone's airspace, and fart in it? You're just gonna blast ass in our airspace on our airspace while we're trying to have a nice meal? No, fuck you. You're not. Don't do that shit.
Right.
Like it was so bad. I was on the brink of getting up and confronting her about it. It was so awful. The rest of it was okay. I had some good food. I wish I'd eaten
My
more.
head's sweaty at this
I wish I'd
point.
eaten more because they started bringing out seafood at the very end of the night. And here's the thing: I'm a big seafood guy, so I like seafood.
I love
But I ate
seafood.
too much red meat, so I didn't get to eat any
I
seafood.
can't feel my arm.
The little bit of halibut I did have was kind of gross though, so I don't really know. Maybe I didn't miss out.
You have your
Stop.
lucky shirt. You can win.
But
Stop,
shit,
you're
holy
fucking
shit,
thing.
You're trying to gaslight me into getting.
I've had
it.
disrespectful people before that I've dealt with, but that was like among one of the few that I actually would have gone and been like, okay, what the fuck? No, fuck you. We're not doing this shit.
We
like,
kept
pay for
punching
my
the
meal.
same
You
spot.
nearly
I was
ruined my
saving
meal.
tires.
Like if it had been that bad though, I would have just left as well. I wouldn't have I would have confronted her and then just left the whole building. I wouldn't even like I would have
Wait,
just left.
so you said medium to large person. Do you think they might have had like some kind of issue?
No, they were normal. It's kind of like, you know, like when you've had like 5 kids and you've built up like 5 kids of tummy fat.
You did grandma.
Oh,
Yeah, she was. I'm pretty sure she was a younger grandma. I would say she was probably around like 50, 65.
I would fuck someone over 40.
So like 50, 55 to 65. She's just a little pudgy.
I know
Like
you're
she
drunk,
let herself
but
go a
okay.
little bit overage, but
I would
like,
do it.
nothing
Sober.
too bad.
I would do it sober.
I don't know how else to describe her other than like like a kind of like a not like a curvy grandma, not like the good curvy though. I don't know how to say it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but
You're
like
gonna make me miss my.
she's-
Oh yeah, I totally
a
understand.
bit heftier, shorter individual who
Alright.
blasted a fart in my face, and I almost threw up and screamed to her about it. No, I almost forgot, but then we started talking about raw meat, and I was like, oh yeah, that blue meat. Oh yeah, that fucking woman. Like, God, that was the only experience I've
having a
had
PTSD
in the
moment.
last year that I've actually, like, it was considerable in my memory. To the point where I was like, yeah, no, I hate this person now. Anyway, that's my story.
And with that,
Good job. Are we gonna
we
finish?
conclude our
Okay.
bi-yearly episode of the CopperCast podcast.
Yearly.
Bye, everybody.
I literally
Don't
think we
forget
only
to
have two
like
I
and
pledge
subscribe
allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Goodbye, y'all.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
This motherfucker been eating his corn dogs. I tell you what, Sonny, you don't see this shit anywhere but in the country.
Oh my god.
A gift for you, my liege.